checking in with a lot of our racers from the Northeast who are down south. Of course, they ran 2 races last night at Rocket Raceway Park. That is down in Texas. What happened was there was fog on the first night, so they had to cancel after the heats. They ran double features last night, and New Jersey's Ryan Godown almost won them both. He won the first one, which was a 30-lapper. Second one, he was leading, but with 4 laps to go, he started noticing something was wrong. Andy Bacchetti actually got by him when he actually came to a stop on the track. So let's head down to Arkansas right now. Ark-La-Tex is where they are right now. Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Second track in 3 days for Ryan Godown. Picked up win number 19 last night. Ryan, how we doing?
We're pretty good. We're trying to get through the week. We're pretty beat up and tired from the last month and a half, but we're pushing through.
And this is a track tonight that you actually have been to before?
Yes, last year was the first time I was here. It races well, smooths out, slicks out, and you get the top, you get the bottom. It actually does pretty good here.
Now, I heard from some of the folks that Rocket Raceway Park was kind of like Thunder Mountain. Did you notice the same thing?
I guess I called it a mini Bridgeport because it was real banked.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it's Thunder Mountains, too. I haven't been to Thunder Mountain, I think, only one time, so it's hard for me to
That's true.
really compare.
Okay, so, and this place tonight, does it remind you of any place from the Northeast?
This one reminds me like of Grandview.
Oh, okay. So we got some bank. It's almost a paperclip kind of thing?
Yeah, bank, the straightaways straighten out, and it's pretty wide in the corners. Just no walls on the outside.
Gotcha. So let's go back to Tuesday night. They got just qualifying heats. I heard even in the qualifying heats, it was hard to see.
I don't know. I've been in worse situations,
Okay.
What would happen is that fog would get on your shield. It's just like rain. It would kind of smear. So obviously you decided to have enough tear-offs and just keep wiping it and, to get through. But obviously, being night one, we got a lot of races to go. And the safety of other drivers, I think it was a smart thing to do.
Mm-hmm. So we won the feature from that one. Did we start up front on that first feature last night?
I think I started 4th on the first feature. And we got to the lead, and it was pretty good. Then we started second in the second one. And Creedon led for a while, and I got under him, got him, and then, I thought we were pretty good and just riding and getting through. And like I said, about 5 to go, I felt like I was getting tighter. I was just worried. Usually that's an inclination. It's rolling over a little bit harder. I thought maybe we were getting a flat, and sure enough, about 2 to go, she let loose. I was just trying to limp it home, but obviously it wasn't meant to be.
So it was the right rear then, and that's why you got tight?
Yeah. Yep.
Still finished 10th, so did you pit, get a tire, and come back out?
Yeah, we had 2 to go, so we pitted. We got a couple cars at the end. We did the best we could, but, that's racing,
Mm-hmm.
That's what stuff's going to happen. A lot of guys, I think there was 4 or 5 flats that race, so we weren't the only one. We expected a tire when we got done. We had cut it in the middle of the tread, so
okay.
Really nothing to have done there.
Okay. I read a lot on Facebook and areas today talking about how tacky that racetrack was over there at Rocket Raceway Park. Was it?
Yeah, it's like, it reminded me of like the black clay at East Windsor. It really tacked up. They didn't even put much water on it. I mean, everybody said, they watered that. So they kind of misted it to try to seal it over. And it just kept getting heavier and heavier. So everybody with this new suspension, it's not new, it's been out now, but this suspension on the cars now, it just makes it a little hard to get through the corners. But I feel like last night we could have used an old bar car right side and been really good.
And that's exactly the stuff I've been reading. So how did it feel different on a tacky track from, the standard slick Northeast stuff?
Well, now with these suspensions, when it slicks off, the cars are still into the track. So, you get us on a bitey track, we're got to free up all night, and that just makes it hard on everything when you have to do that,
So it doesn't rotate as well going into the corner and stuff like that?
Yeah, it don't rotate. It doesn't, starts hopping around. Stuff it's getting into the track. You're into it too hard, so you got to keep trying to get the car out of the track.
So what do we do? And I'm not asking exactly, but what's the thought? What do you do to change the setup to adjust to that?
Well, the same thing as you try to ungrip the right rear because get more stagger, more things just to make it turn and try to keep the balance of the race car semi-good. So
we running pretty much stagger as we can almost at that point?
Yeah, much stagger as you can, and obviously you got your shocks you could change, you got your springs, there's plenty of things you could do there.
So what do? Go softer on the right rear, softer on the right front, or the other way around?
It all depends what the car. Every car is a little different, but that's still not perfected by anybody yet. So I don't want to say nothing because it's like one thing for somebody does better than the other.
That's true. I heard there was a tornado nearby from Rocket Raceway Park or something, right?
Yeah, last weekend, Saturday night, they had a tornado come, and it just missed the track. I was talking
Really?
to the owner. And if you went down a mile down the road, they had like all these hay combines and the hay rakes, and they were all flipped upside down. There's hay bales on the road, there's debris all over, telephone poles for electric. I can't even believe they had electric and got it back because there's not too much around there. So it was great that it missed it, so we're able to race. But they got lucky. I think they just had too much rain. They had 7 inches of rain over the weekend. So that was, and the sun never came out before our night one. So you could think of how bad that place never dried out.
Yeah, with all that humidity, I'm sure that contributed to the fog and
Yeah.
everything too. So, and the other word I kept hearing is it's flat, flat, flat.
Oh yeah, everything out here is flat. There's nothing, no hills here.
Not even any little hills or anything. It's just you can see for
No,
miles.
all flat. Yep.
Okay. So Boothill, that's where they're going to be going tomorrow night. Boothill tomorrow night after Ark-La-Tex is just tonight. That's just one night, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What do we know about Boothill? That's another track you've been to.
Boothill's got longer straightaways, tighter corners. You gotta get off the corner pretty good. So it's it's kind of a motor track, and it's a unique thing, and they're all a little unique. This reminds me here of typical Saturday night short track racing is this week, because they're all a little on the smaller side, and they're all elbows up kind of tracks. And I think tonight's track is the most slippery it's going to be probably all weekend. So obviously tonight will be probably a little bit more passing than tomorrow. Tomorrow guys are going to have to be good to be able to pass. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and you're actually standing on the track right now, you told me.
Yep, I'm walking around 3 and 4 right here, just taking a peek at it.
Okay. I know one of the big things you wanted to say is you have a lot of guys who made the trip with you and a lot of people who helped make this happen.
Yeah, obviously all my sponsors, TMI Trucking, Camp Out, Crescent Hydraulics, Izzy Trucking Rigging, Eller's Bar and Grill, Weeknet Archery, Montrose Molders, Kobe Towing, Joy Auto Parts, Strober Roofing, Building Kit Engines, McNell Race Cars, Integra Shocks, Stefan LaFrance, Trick Race Parts, and then obviously all my guys, my crew. Alex, the one truck driver, he's down here. My buddy Dan Fleming with Extreme Graphics. My brother's a crew chief, he's down there helping us, and then obviously the guys I'm talking to at home help me through. My buddy with my setups here, Mike Carlucci, he's home. Me and him talk between each event. He's watching it on TV. And my son helped me out, and it's just pretty cool to be able to have everybody support you and be able to do this, because without everybody's support, you just can't do stuff like this.
Yeah, Flow Racing is where his guy is watching, too. So all the races on the Short Track Super Series, remember, are on Flow Racing. So if you haven't gotten it yet, make sure to do it. And you can watch 3 more nights of racing. No, wait, 3 more nights of racing. That's right, because they'll be going to over to Boothill on Friday and Saturday. Ryan, I appreciate you picking up the phone. Thank you very much. Good luck. And if I see you in Victory Lane, I'll try you again tomorrow, okay?
You got it. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you very much. You guys listening to Doug's Dirt Diary on YouTube.